In this episode, we do some short day sails. We visit the Maritime Museum in Auckland, where we see a cannon fired. We do some foraging and have a lot of fun in Smokehouse Bay.
You and me, we're family. The bond that we share is as deep as the sea. No matter how rough things may come to be, you and me, we're family. Sing home.
We're just going to share some of our favourite bits about the Maritime Museum in New Zealand.
This canoe that you're not allowed to touch is made from the Solomon Islands with only 300 people that live there. And it was built in 1997.
So this is a rattle that's used for shark calling, and apparently at the turn of the century they used to hunt for sharks by shaking this rattle and singing, and then when the shark came near, a boy would climb onto the back of a shark, ride around a bit and then get off the shark.
In 1976, this foraging canoe was built for New Zealander James Sears. Its purpose was to sail 1,500 miles across the Pacific, from the Gilbert Islands to Fiji.
Okay, action.
I am John Logan Campbell. I am the father of Auckland. You may call me Sir John Logan Campbell, and that is what I look like. Sir John Logan Campbell was a man of both the land and the sea, who helped lay the foundations of Auckland.
When my husband died, I emigrated to New Zealand to escape crowds, convention and civilization.
Born in Edinburgh, Scotland in 1817, you head to Australia to try sheep farming.
This morning for breakfast we had oatmeal porridge, or burger as we call it. Tasteless.
This is where I sleep. I feel so sick. It's rattling and rocking. What?
What's for dinner?
Salted beef again.
So this is the kind of bunk room you'd get after World War II. Definitely bigger. You get a sink down there, and you get a mirror there, and chest of drawers, and some quite comfy bunks. You probably get one for yourself.
They're gonna fire that cannon. Apparently it's small, but it's loud.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sending messages in Morse code. I'm going to get someone's attention, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this section of the museum is all about lighthouses, and I must admit I didn't realise that lighthouse keepers actually use Morse code to communicate with ships that were passing.
And a lot of it is to do with isolation and kids schooling and health and bureaucracy and all that. So it's basically very similar to living on a boat out at sea.
Difficult for a woman as well as a man, really. Both, all the families, it was difficult on Lighthouse because you had to homeschool your kids like we do on a boat. You organise your stores well in advance. So this is a woman, she's actually making soap from rendered mutton and beef fat and caustic soda. Lighthouses, obviously by the nature of what they are, they're always placed at quite sort of dangerous areas where there's, you know, a lot of steep cliffs and you're isolated really.
This museum is really nice because they're like very interactive with you and they have a lot to do.
I think the favourite part about the museum was the boat designing and racing, and also the boat simulator where you had to have a couple of people and you could basically like grind on the winches and steer the boat and try to race against another boat.
A lot of things in this museum are very interactive, and there's this thing where you get to design a yacht and then you get to race it, and this other one where you get to navigate and grind on the yacht and race it against another yacht. After the museum, our friends on Wave gave us a quick intro to some round-the-world yachts.
So Steinlager and Lion are both around-the-world yachts that Sir Peter Blake sailed, raced, and won his races on. They're now owned by a trust, and the trust takes groups out for sailing experience. We mainly target schools, but we do other groups of people as well, and take 15 kids out at a time for a week to give kids experience on the water that maybe they wouldn't otherwise have.
So getting around Auckland is not that bad actually if you want to go on public transport. I don't know, if you've got a car you could probably hire a car. We didn't do that because we've got no idea where we'd park it, and the buses are pretty good. So the main thing is to get one of these either in card form or this form, and you just have to tab it on and tab it off as you get on and off the buses. And we're travelling on one for the whole family, so I just say it's me, and then I've also got Woody and the kids, and you can all travel on this same thing, and you top it up through the app on your phone. This is called a hop card. We travelled all around Auckland by bus, even all the way back to Fairway Bay Marina. So I'm not really sure where we left off, but in those strong winds that we had recently, we had to drop off Grandad, and so we went into that marina, and now we're out of the marina after 5 days of sort of nice and sheltered in there, looking around Auckland, around the museum. And now we're heading down to Rangitoto. You're wearing it up now, Ewan. That's it. That's it. Yeah, keep going that way. And there's supposed to be a good volcano to climb, which was the last one that erupted 600 years ago, and I think it's that one there. So it's light winds, we're kind of motor sailing, but we've got all the sails up. As you can see, we've got our, well, you can see our main, and at the front here we've got Genoa up, and at the back we've even got the mizzen. So it would be nice if there was a little bit more wind and we could turn the engine off, but it charges the batteries, and we've only got 10 miles to go, so no big deal. But yeah, that's us today on Friday. If you like following our story, please hit the super thanks and help towards the creation of these videos. And if you'd like to have more access, we would love it if you join our patron family, where you get ad-free videos, cockpit sessions, downloads, guides, and you can message us directly. So we arrived in Rangitoto, which is not very far away from Auckland, and we came round the island actually, and we came to anchor in Islington Bay. It's a very sheltered anchorage. We recommended it actually when that strong wind was blowing. And then our aim really was to get to the summit of the volcano.
That haven't been solved by science.
Just think, if this erupts, well, this is gonna go like destroyed.
Yeah.
This is Auckland, as you can tell from the Sky Tower over there, which is the tallest building in New Zealand, and once upon a time it was the tallest building in the Southern Hemisphere, but that's been superseded many times I think by now. But you can see there's hardly any high-rises anywhere in Auckland, and that's because they have this rule that you can't build higher than 8 metres except in a few isolated places.
These caution wasps are very, very strict about not going near the edge, since they're called caution wasps. So yeah, they help you keep safe so you don't get hurt. This is a total fire ban on a volcano.
So from the summit of Rangitoto, you can take a sort of bit of excursion and go see these lava caves, which are about another sort of 15 minutes there and back.
So we're inside the lava caves.
It's basically the famous caves of New Zealand. It's a lava cave, and there's lots of creepy crawlies in there and lots of cobwebs, and it's really scary. Yeah, Ewan kind of scratched himself a bit. It's kind of like a small scratch.
Can you get out there? Oh, some narrow bits in there, isn't there?
Went into the lava caves, and it's quite surprising actually, but you can't see a thing, but it does actually go quite far, and then you do come out the other end. So this is where we anchored, and then we did this walk along here to the summit, and then we went right to the summit, and then went down over here to the lava caves, and then back around here to Rangitoto Wharf, which is where we are now. And now we're going to do this coastal track back to Islington Bay.
Our friends on Festina Lente started picking this random grass and munching on it. So at first I thought they were just being really weird, but then I figured out that it's actually edible. It's called, the Netherlands call it zeekeil. They say you fry it with garlic. It's quite salty, but it tastes a bit like lettuce with lots of salt.
Yeah, Jerry, look.
And it's everywhere here. You've got to find the light green roots like this one. See, that's a good one. If you go over there, the lighter it gets. So over there is like the best ever. So the English name for it is samphire.
So I think people started to come here and go camping, and there's a lot of camping going on private beaches around these coastlands. And then people started to kind of rig up more complicated sort of camping facilities and started to build more sort of solid structures with corrugated iron and all sorts of things that they could find. And eventually they kind of ended up building these kind of batches, which were really simple one-story kind of buildings. It's just interesting how it all developed from nothing, from just camping to develop into kind of community. They even sort of arranged like lights so they could go promenading at the evening as well. And it's just fascinating what happens, you know, you put a group of people together in nature and then see what happens. So we're sailing to Great Barrier Island from Rangitoto Island. We're going there because we've heard on the beach you can make pizzas and there's even a bar. But it's a pretty nice sail, between 15 and 20 knots, close hauled, and it's about a 50-mile journey, but we've only got about 20 miles to go. So I don't particularly like sailing close hauled. It's a little bit kind of, you're always on edge, trying to stand upright, but it never happens. And it's always a little bit bouncy as well with the swell. But I much prefer sailing than motoring in this, so I'm just glad that we can actually sail.
Can't probably get there.
So it's quite cool because the sails are so well set that I haven't got autopilot on, but the boat's staying on course. Okay, so after quite a kind of lively sail, really, not as lively as Cape Brett, but lively, we have arrived in plenty of daylight in Great Barrier Island in New Zealand. This is Great Barrier Island.
Broken wing, it didn't last a spring. You shoved me out before the nest was cold.
So we just arrived in Smokehouse Bay and we're just sitting down for dinner. I'll just show you dinner. How's dinner, guys? But there's this massive squall coming through suddenly, and you know, everyone was just having their chill out time, and look at this. And we were going to try and aim, you know, like to slowly sail over, and we thought we might get here at 8 o'clock. I'm so glad we didn't arrive later on, and we got our anchor down nicely, and yeah, basically everyone's just cleared out, back to their boats, keeping check on their anchors, and you know, this weather changes so quickly here. But we're all good. It's Sunday night, and we're having a nice quiet night in, dinner and a film, and staying positive. The wind speed doesn't look too bad, but I think it's past a lot of it.
Wake of the storm, I was shaken, I was reborn. I got another shot to make it to the top today.
So this is the famous Smokehouse Bay, and this place is here for the use of cruisers.
I'm ready for the slings and arrows and the fortunes lost.
They have swing, they have a pizza oven, and they have lots of nice seating area, and they even have a bathroom. Smoke and Soak at Webster's Wonderland, that's what it's called. It was all sort of stuff here was donated by a man called Eric Webster. He wanted other sailors to be able to smoke their fish, wash and have a picnic, but he died before he could accomplish that. So his nephew, then when he died, he settled this land and made it basically the protection of Queen Elizabeth II's National Trust, and it's as an open space. So it's available for the public's use while remaining in private ownership.
Asleep in the daytime, parked in the main line. I was coasting by like I already died before. In the static of the city,
Right, go.
Boss goodbye, I was fading in the sky.
That was crazy!
Till the day that shook me right down to the core, and I pulled my body from the floor. Hey, I got another chance. I was living like a zombie, head in a trance. Hey, and we're slow, and life is all you know. And when it flashed before my eyes, I realized this is everything.
Okay, I'm just taking one at a time because someone didn't help me.
So we were going to stay in Great Barrier for another day, but the weather looks like it's not looking too good tomorrow for sailing, day before we're getting hauled out, so we're actually going to go today and get there a day early. But yeah, this is Smokehouse Bay, just saying goodbye to that.
Wake of the storm.
How's the schooling going?
Hi!
You doing schooling? Yeah.
Pulling up the sutures. I'm ready for the future.
So we are leaving the Great Barrier Islands. We only really had a quick stop over there, but the weather looks good, the wind looks good to sail to Whangarei today. So we set off, and it's quite a nice kind of downwind sail really. We had the ballooner up for a while, the mizzen ballooner, but to be quite honest, it's just a bit rocky and rolly and we couldn't quite get the angle, so we're just going up with our head sail now, poled out. Yeah, it's a nice sunny day, just the right amount of wind. We'll get there this evening, and yeah, ready to be hauled out. But how's the sail today?
It's a bit rolly, but we're doing about 5 or 6 knots, which can't complain.
Hi! My name's Ewan, if you didn't know.
Are you enjoying your sail today, Ewan?
It's a bit rocky. We saw some dolphins, which was really cool.
Parked in the main line, I was coasting by like I already died before.
What can we see, Ewan?
Dolphins! I can tell that they're common dolphin because they have the white underneath, and these ones are going under the boat and they're really big. It's really cool.
I love them. They make like the passages so much better.
And I pull my body from the floor. Hey, I got another chance. I was living like a zombie, head in a trance. Hey, and we're slow, and life is all you know. And when it flashed before my eyes, I realized this is everything.
Really?
Yeah, that's skunk.
Bad breath.
That's jumping.
Stay tuned for the next episode and find out where Mothership gets hauled out. Thank you for watching and enjoying these videos. So if you're the type of person that would like to thank us in return, then you can simply click on the super thanks button below, or otherwise you can support us on Patreon and get more than just 4 videos a month from as little as $3 a month. We look forward to seeing you there.
Sails and a gold